What is up, y'all? We back. Today we got survival mice that will actually get you killed. So, feel me? Y'all might want to watch this, bro. Be safe.
When suddenly a bear appears. Your brain remembers some move. Let's get right into it. Number 9. Why playing dead for a bear could be your last mistake. You're out hiking when
They'll just
suddenly a
eat you,
bear
bro.
appears. Your brain remembers some movie survival trick. But bears aren't film critics. Black bears aren't scared. They're thinking, that human looks tasty. So what do? Channel your inner angry Jim, bro. Get big, make noise, throw rocks, punch it in the nose. Convince the bear you're not worth the trouble. Think of it as negotiating with a 600-pound furry mugger. Grizzly bears are different. They're like the bouncers of the forest, just trying to remove a threat. If a grizzly makes contact, then play dead. Drop down, lie flat, protect your neck, spread your legs so it can't flip you. But polar bears? Always fight back. They see humans as walking snacks. It's like being in a horror movie where the monster is white, fluffy, and weighs 1,500 pounds. Your survival cheat sheet. If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. And if it's white, fight with all your might. Because polar bears don't care about your acting skills. They're just looking for dinner. Number 8.
The
Already,
tequila list
bro?
can be
Come
overwhelming,
on, I add
but the
that
choice of
fast.
real
Like,
tequila
yeah,
and real
add,
juice
bro.
is easy.
But it's like, yeah, add, man. Get this off, man. What is
Your own
happening?
personal death
Come on,
canteen.
man.
Imagine you're stranded in the desert, sun beating down mercilessly. Your water bottle is empty. You remember that survival show scene where the hero drinks their own personal recycling. But that trick will actually speed up your journey to meeting the Grim Reaper. Think of your kidneys as dedicated nightclub bouncers. Their job is to kick out waste products, excess salt, and other nasty stuff your body doesn't want. When you drink that yellow cocktail, you're sneaking those troublemakers back through the back door. Your kidneys now have to work overtime, using precious water to filter out the same garbage. The more dehydrated you get, the more concentrated this stuff becomes. It's like taking the worst parts of seawater and making them even nastier. Your body will respond with vomiting and diarrhea. You'll lose even more water than before. Even the US Army Field Manual says this is a terrible idea. If your body is throwing something out, there's probably a good reason for it. Don't try to sneak it back in. That's not survival. That's just making your bad situation much worse. Number 7. The shark punch myth. You're
Dang, we're
swimming
already
in
on
the
number
ocean when
7?
suddenly you spot that iconic
Oh,
dorsal fin heading your way. Just punch it in the nose, your brain suggests. Well, that's about as smart as trying to headbutt a speeding train. First off, have you ever tried throwing a punch underwater? It's like fighting in a pool of jelly. Your movements are slow, clumsy, and about as powerful as a sleepy toddler. Meanwhile, that shark is a living torpedo, moving at speeds that would make Olympic swimmers jealous. So here's what happens when you try that movie star move. You miss. And guess what's right below that nose you were aiming for? Rows of teeth that would make a chainsaw feel inadequate. Sharks have special jelly-filled pores in their snout called the ampullae of Lorenzini. They can literally feel the electricity from your muscle movements. So while a nose punch might startle them, it's just as likely to make them think, oh, this thing wants to fight. Game on. Want to know what actually works? Keep eye contact with the shark. Make yourself look big in the water. If it attacks, forget the nose. Go for the eyes or gills. These spots are way more sensitive, and you're more likely to hit them than trying to land that perfect movie punch. Scientists tested this and found that sharks barely noticed human blood in the water. They're much more interested in fish blood. We're about as appetizing to them as a mouthful of rubber and bones. So next time you're face to face with a shark, remember, you're not in a movie. Number 6. The wildlife death menu. You're lost in the wilderness, your stomach growling. You spot a bird happily munching on some bright red berries. Your hungry brain thinks, if that bird can eat it, I can eat it
what is
too.
poison
Well,
ivy?
that kind of thinking
Not
might
poison
just be
ivy.
your last thought ever.
Oh no.
Animals aren't exactly reliable food critics for humans. Their bodies are specialized chemical processing plants, built different from ours after millions of years of evolution. Those innocent-looking red berries from a yew tree, while birds can eat them all day long, just a few seeds contain enough poison to stop your heart. The birds don't care because they don't digest the seeds. You, however, would be having a very bad final day. That squirrel munching on a mushroom might be enjoying a death cap mushroom. It contains enough toxins to destroy your organs. The squirrel? It's fine. Its body has the right tools to handle it. You? Not so much. Animals have basically been given nature's cheat codes through evolution. They've got special enzymes and superpowered livers that can handle toxins that would send us straight to the emergency room. Remember, just because something is on the wildlife menu doesn't mean it belongs on yours. The only way to survive is to know exactly what you're eating. Don't let a bird or squirrel be your food tester. They're playing a different game with different rules, and you don't have the cheat codes. Number 5. Nature's worst compass. Let's say you're alone and disoriented in remote territory, no phone, no GPS, just you and your outdoor skills. Then you remember that old saying about moss growing on the north side of trees. Well, hold on to your hiking boots, because this survival tip is about as reliable as a chocolate teapot. Moss doesn't care about north, south, east, or west. All moss wants is a nice damp spot to call home. It's like that friend who crashes on your couch. They're not there because they love your living room's cardinal direction. They're there because it's comfy and convenient. Following moss for direction is a great way to get even more lost than you already are. You could be walking directly away from safety, thinking you're heading toward it. Look at any tree in a dense forest. Moss often grows all the way around it like a fuzzy green sweater. Try finding north on that tree. Ground moisture makes moss grow in a complete circle around the base of trees. Following that is literally walking in circles. So next time someone tells you about this mossy compass, point them toward an actual compass instead. At least that one won't lead them to becoming a cautionary tale in the local news. Number 4. The frozen lie. You're lost in a winter wonderland. Snow everywhere as far as the eye can see. Your water bottle is empty, and your throat feels like sandpaper. You're literally surrounded by water, just frozen. So you scoop up some pristine snow and start munching. Bad move. Eating snow is like taking out a loan with a killer interest rate. Your body has to melt that snow before it can use it. That means burning precious calories and energy you can't afford to waste. Each mouthful of snow is like swallowing a tiny ice bomb. It drops your core temperature faster than a skydiver without a parachute. Now your body has to work even harder just to keep you warm. You're not just fighting thirst anymore. You're in a battle with the cold itself. Here's the real survival hack. Melt the snow first. Pack some snow into a water bottle or plastic bag. Tuck it inside your jacket, close to your body.
I might gotta get up at like 6 a.m.
Your
No,
life
no,
is
I'm
a complete
staying
mess right now.
I'm
The
staying
laundry's not folded. You haven't exercised
stay
in
up.
weeks. You're spending way too much money going
Edit
out,
all
and
these
your doom scrolling
videos.
habit is back. What you
Let your natural
try to
heat
get
do
these
the
out,
work
bro.
slowly instead of shocking your system. Nature's got a twisted sense of humor. All that frozen water around you is like a mirage in reverse. The more desperately you grab at it, the faster it'll take you down. Melt first,
Ah,
drink second, live to tell the tale. Number 3. The
man.
deadly frostbite massage. When you get frostbite, the water in your cells literally turns to ice. Think of your skin cells like millions of tiny water balloons. Except now they're frozen solid with sharp ice crystals inside. When you start rubbing those frozen fingers, you're not creating warmth. You're basically taking a microscopic cheese grater to your own flesh. Those ice crystals are shredding your cells from the inside out. The correct way to handle frostbite is much gentler. First, get somewhere warm. Then, tuck your frozen fingers into your armpits or cover frozen ears with warm hands. But here's the most crucial part that could save your fingers or toes. Never warm up a frozen body part if there's any chance it could freeze again. Let's say you thaw out your frozen feet by a fire, but you still have to walk through snow to get help. If those feet refreeze, the damage will be catastrophic. It's actually safer to walk on frozen feet to safety than to thaw them out and let them freeze again. So next time you're watching a movie where someone frantically rubs their buddy's frozen hands, remember, in real life, that hero is actually destroying their friend's fingers one cell at a time. Number 2. The cave death trap. You're hiking when dark clouds roll in and thunder starts booming overhead. You spot a cozy little cave in the hillside. Your brain says, "Run inside, it's safe in there." Well, your brain is trying to get you killed. When lightning strikes the ground above, that massive electrical charge has to go somewhere. And rocks conduct electricity really well. The current travels through the stone, turning your shelter into a supercharged death box. Caves are usually damp, and water is basically electricity's best friend. You'll get fried from every direction as the current flows through the ground and walls. Those shallow caves and overhangs, they're basically nature's toasters. Instead, find a low-lying area like a valley. If you're near woods, get under a group of shorter trees, not the tall loners. The key is to avoid being the tallest thing around. Remember, sometimes your survival instincts are working with outdated software. That safe cave might just be the last shelter you ever seek. Number 1. The Earth is a heat thief. Picture yourself stranded miles from anywhere. Night's falling, you're exhausted, And that patch of ground looks really inviting. But that ground beneath your feet is actually trying to kill you. The earth is a giant heat vampire. It doesn't care if the air feels warm. It's going to suck every bit of warmth from your body through conduction. You're like a tiny ice cube dropped in an endless ocean of cold water, and the earth always wins. At first, you'll just feel chilly. Then the shivering starts as your body burns through its energy trying to stay warm. But it's fighting a losing battle against an entire planet. Your body starts shutting down blood flow to your arms and legs. Your brain gets foggy. You can't think straight. Some people even get so confused they feel hot and start taking their clothes off. That's your body's temperature control system completely breaking down. This is why experienced outdoors people are obsessed with sleeping pads. It's not about comfort, it's about survival. Build a debris bed before you even think about sleeping. Gather every dry leaf, pine needle, and piece of grass you can find. Make it at least 6 inches thick. This natural mattress traps air pockets that slow down the heat theft. That simple pile of leaves might look basic, but it's the difference between surviving and becoming part of the landscape. That's all for today.
I see how boys, man. I ain't die, man.